a few days from the start of February, which is also known as Heart Health Month. Joining me now to talk about that is our chief medical contributor, Dr. Ryan Stanton. So thank you so much for being here with us today.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so tell us, what are some ways people can stay or become heart healthy?
Well, this is incredibly important as heart health is one of the #1 contributors to morbidity and mortality in the U.S. And really, there's a few things that you can do. First and foremost is activity. Being active, whether it's just walking, but exercise, keeping that lean muscle mass. Your diet. Americans are well known for processed foods, which can be very dangerous, shorten our lives. So natural foods. And then stress. Stress is an incredible contributor across the board to everything that we do and significant risk to our overall health. In fact, we saw in the beginning of COVID, 2020 was the #1 year in the history of us keeping records for cardiovascular deaths in the in the U.S. with over 900,000 deaths, which beat the prior record. And it really testimony to not only the food activity, but also the stress of the early pandemic.
And why is it important to prioritize your heart health?
Well, it's incredibly important because this is something that pays future dividends. You know, the decisions we make now in our health, especially for young people, these are the things that are going to determine your health and wellness well into the future. These are the things that are long-term, what we call silent killers, because the decisions we make contribute to that buildup and that disease process that'll impact us in the future.
Are there any warning signs to be aware of that your heart health may not be at its best?
Yeah, some of the earliest things, activity tolerance, you know, walking upstairs, the things that you normally do. If you see decreases in your activities of daily living, your tolerance of activities, getting short of breath when you're walking, that's new, things of that nature, fatigue, cold sweats, all of those things are warning signs. It's not always the typical elephant sitting on the chest pain type situation that we see in books and things. And that's why healthcare is so difficult, because the presentations are so difficult. And you look at contributions with things such as diabetes and other impacts that may even further make it more difficult.
And why is it important that we have an entire month focused on raising awareness about this?
It's the most important thing that impacts our health long term. And so absolutely, with Valentine's Day, focusing on the heart is a great month to focus on it, on your future, on your current and future wellness.
All righty, sounds good. Well, thank you so much again for being here today. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, for more information, a toolkit, and more resources, visit cdc.gov/heart disease.